So if Justin Herbert took his job serious enough to learn a brand new and more exotic play calling out of college for the Chargers, then coming in for injured Tyrod Taylor and all the pressures on him as a rookie, I can't give that same excuse to Matt Ryan playing terrible in year 14.
I think you're really counting out the Colts. And honestly, I'll put a bold take out there. I think the Colts are going to beat the Chiefs this week. I think you're really counting out the Colts so early.
I'll do you one better. Matt Ryan will be benched sometime throughout the season for Nick Foles.
I think the Colts this week beat the Chiefs. They get momentum. And ECG, I know you remember this. Remember what happened in 2018, the last season of Andrew Luck's year. How did the Colts start off, sir?
I don't remember how the Colts started off.
They started off really, really slow. Really, really slow. It took time. It took really good time for them to just like go back to the way things were the year prior. And that's with every other team. But with the Colts, it's a lot more different. They always get a new quarterback every year. They always get something new every year, just like every other team. But they add more to the draft. They add more to the draft. But again, this is what I'm trying to tell Sora. It takes time for quarterbacks to get into an offense. You can't just say things. You can't just say a team is going to be bad after only 2 games. We don't know what can happen.
If you have a veteran quarterback like Matt Ryan and you see him look absolute booty butt in preseason as well, what do you think he's gonna do?
We said
2 games, man. You can't do that. That's not fair.
What do you mean?
That's not fair. You're going off of 2 games. That's not fair.
I'm also going off of the preseason and off of the offensive training camp that we saw.
And this is a new system he's working with. You can't just expect them to just go off of 2 games.
And whose fault is that?
Wait.
Always get a new quarterback every year.
Lindy, what were you gonna say?
We said this last year for Hurts, and he wasn't given that excuse. When you have a veteran tenured quarterback in the league, and Matt Ryan, who was a former MVP, and of course, he succumbed to the 28-3 against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. But nonetheless, at this point in Matt Ryan's career, he has to be to the point where you can insert him into it almost doesn't matter the offense, of course, based on his skill set, but the responsibility that he has to not be rusty is different to Jalen Hurts, to where there's two different bases of development there. You're trying to bring in the Colts were trying to shape up their culture a little bit, and having someone in Matt Ryan that they think is a little more team oriented than Carson Wentz was. And I just think that, to try and create that kind of excuse for the Colts, there's no warrant to it, because your expectations are now different from the quarterback change of who you came off of, and are trying to insert thinking that Matt Ryan is going to be the answer. And it was the Falcons' fault for not giving him players around him, to which to an extent they kind of did, but their defenses have been terrible as of late. But still nonetheless, the story's a little bit different. So I don't know. I don't buy any of that.
I don't know though. Like, it's, again, this is what I was trying to say to Sora. When you look at only 2 games of a sample size, it's just not fair to just look at only 2 games. He's literally just now learning his offense. He just got into this team. You can't just go off of 2 games and be like,
it's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan.
I don't think you can say that, because
did they say the same thing to Carson Wentz? Did they say the same thing to Phillip Rivers? Did they say the same thing to Jacoby Brissett? I don't think so.
The season isn't over yet, though. That's what you got to remember. 2 games is not fair enough, man. I don't think 2 games and determining whether a quarterback is good or not in this new system that he's now just learning, And he's been trying to learn the system this entire offseason, but now
You don't get that excuse in year 14 of your career.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna call the Colts bad just yet. Yes, they've had a terrible start, but we're gonna all be here eating crow when I tell you the Colts in a couple of months are gonna have a better record than this, bro. It takes more than 2 games. That's not fair. I mean, yeah, you brought up the whole
fair is a place with rising
I said the same thing with Jalen Hurts last year. You can't just go off of 4 games and say a quarterback is, bad. Yes, Matt Ryan's a 14-year veteran. We get that. But all I'm saying is take time, and then patience will come out of it, and the better record will come out of it, bro.
But that's where a lot of that though comes in the off season, and to an extent a little bit of the preseason games. Like a lot of this preparation that we're talking about comes in the off season to set yourself up for success, not to wait till the regular season shows up and then be like, okay, well, all right, we understand that we're late to the party, so now let's try and fix things. No, you have to come into the season prepared, not try and prepare during the regular season.
Excuses always get made after bad performances on players that we don't think should be bad. For example, are we giving this same excuse to somebody like Justin Herbert? After what happened in week 1 with Tyrod Taylor? No, he came out the gate firing off during a COVID year.
Yeah, that's that one I'll give you.
So I can't. So if Justin Herbert took his job serious enough to learn a brand new and more exotic play calling out of college for the Chargers, then coming in for an injured Tyrod Taylor and all the pressures on him as a rookie, I can't give that same excuse to Matt Ryan playing terrible in year 14.
We'll see. I mean,
and a Super Bowl
ECG
and a Super Bowl appearing quarterback at that. I can't give you an excuse.
Say it was 2 games though.
It is 2 games.
So what's the point here? Like,
no, I'm just going back on your analogy.
Preseason as well.
Yeah, I'm just going back on your analogy.
He's been terrible all preseason, bro.
So is Matt Ryan.
What have you done for me lately?
Is Matt Ryan though? Nick Foles was absolutely horrendous in the preseason, bro.
And Matt Ryan
he was terrible. If you think Matt Ryan,
Sam Ellinger looked like the best quarterback on that team, right?
Yeah, Ellinger looked better than both of them.
Okay, so fine. Either way, Matt Ryan will get benched some point throughout the season. It may be Nick Foles, it may be Ellinger, but either way, that man is going to get benched.
We'll see.
Yeah. I don't trying to do redneck engineering, and instead of going to buy duct tape, you bought Scotch tape. All right, you're like, hey, I brought home Matt Ryan. We needed duct tape. You brought home Scotch tape, bro. What are you doing? That's not how you gonna fix anything, bro.